Are you looking to sell your home to a cash buyer, but you're receiving offers that seem very low? Listen to this quick tip. I just got off the phone with a homeowner who was upset at my offer. Her home, she claims, is worth $700,000. We offered her $400,000. I didn't want to dispute the $700,000. The reason is her neighbor sold for $680,000. What she sort of failed to factor in, her neighbor's house was bought by an investor and fully renovated top to bottom, new roof, windows, siding, floors, mechanicals, and so on. Of course, new kitchen, new bathroom. Everything was brand new. She didn't factor that into her value. So when she said, I'm paying $4, I'm getting $300,000 of equity, clearly not true. Out of that $300,000 spread, you have to deduct expenses. But let me first explain. People think as real estate investors, we make a ton of money. We make home runs periodically. We do that, and we celebrate those. But same token, present company included, we've had homes that were disastrous. Our worst deal cost us over $200,000. Everything went wrong, and we lost about $200,000 buying somebody's house, renovating it, and selling it. So these things do happen. But our average profit margin is moderately small. And net after all expenses, actually in the single digits as a percentage. So just a quick rundown how this works. Worth $700,000, her neighbor sold for $680,000. Renovated, let's assume it's worth $700,000. We'll use a round number. I offered $4,000. That leaves a $300,000 spread. That's the profit she thought we were making, or intimated the equity we were having. But to get that $300,000, our renovation budget was $150,000. So suddenly our $300,000 equity just dropped to $150,000, first line. The cost of buying and selling the house is another $50,000. We're now down to $100,000. The cost of taxes, insurance, and so on is another, let's say, $15,000. You're down to $85,000. We have to factor in the cost of money, whether we use our own money or we borrow money. There's a lost opportunity cost on our money and an actual borrowing cost on a lender's money. And that borrowing cost comes along with closing costs on the buy, and closing costs and satisfaction closing costs when we sell the property, in addition to the normal closing costs I talked about earlier. So by the time we're done, we're left with about 11% profit. And out of that 11%, we have our overhead to pay. We're a real company. We have staff. We have expenses, and so on. So we're left with maybe about a 6% profit. So on a $700,000 house, we let's say $600,000 of expenses put into it. Maybe we'll make $36,000, which some people think that's a ridiculous amount of money, but most people think that's way less. So again, this is a business with big numbers, high risk, and people just have to get a good understanding. So if you want to sell your home to a cash buyer, you need to sell quickly. The house is in bad condition, open permits, bad tenants, whatever the reason, and you call Leave the Key Homebuyers. When we speak to you, we'll give you our reasoning behind our price. We'll run through all the numbers just like I just did now, so you understand exactly where we're coming from. Nobody should ever leave an appointment with us and feel that we've made them a lowball offer. We don't do that. We only make what we consider fair offers. What the homeowners consider, I can't control that, but we do try to educate everybody we speak to. So if you have a home to sell, feel free to call us at Leave the Key Homebuyers, and I guarantee we'll make it a pleasant experience.